WKTV's winter sports coverage is winding down as teams start to make their push for playoff seeding. A couple of games coming up on WKTV's sports schedule include Belding at Wyoming Lee boys basketball on Tuesday, February 19th, and Grand Rapids Christian at East Kentwood boys hockey on Friday, February 22nd. WKTV will also be covering local boys and girls basketball teams in the district playoffs, which occur on February 25th, 27th, and March 1st. Teams and locations are to be determined. To see where we've been and to watch games of interest, visit WKTVOnDemand.com. All games are up on demand within a week of game night. For a schedule of featured games and local sports news, visit WKTVJournal.org/sports. Another sport whose season is winding down is girls competitive cheer. Many of you may not be familiar with what goes into competing in cheer, so today WKTV Sports brings you a segment with an inside look at two local cheer teams with different outlooks and goals for the season. Competitive cheer is one of the most physically demanding high school sports, which requires hours of practice for a 2.5-minute routine. However, many people have the wrong perception of what competitive cheer is, and some don't even recognize it as a sport. WKTV caught up with two local cheer coaches to get their take on what most people don't know about competitive cheer.
Most people don't know that here in Michigan, cheer isn't like what it is on TV, so we don't cheer to music, and it is 3 rounds. It takes a lot more skill than what most people would consider, and that's why they don't really think of it as a sport. But it is really difficult to lift girls, and nothing like you would think it was.
A lot of people have a misconception about cheer in general, that it's just a bunch of girls jumping and giggling and playing around. But I mean, these kids are real athletes who practice hard every day, and they lift, they have cardio, they do a lot of athletic things, not just cheering and clapping and looking pretty in skirts.
The challenges that small programs like Godwin Heights faces compared to a big program such as East Kentwood are vastly different.
So we really have like a lack of funding, which means we don't have the same gymnastics as everybody else, so we can't really get the same skill levels as some of our other teams competing, especially those bigger divisions. But we do our best with what we have and with smaller numbers. But like I said, always a challenge, always welcome.
Well, the hardest thing is making kids understand that coming into the program, just because the program's amazing, everyone can be part of the program and grow and learn. You turn away a lot of kids, or kids turn away themselves because they're afraid because the program's so good and it's been good, how can I possibly fit in?
To the players in big and small programs alike, competitive cheer is much more than just a sport.
To a lot of these kids, it's the only sport they do. We have kids that obviously do some other sports, but a lot of them, it's their sport. So they've been doing it since they were little kids, and it means, everything.
Cheer for us is more about the team bonding and really being a part of something here at Godwin. So it's really just about coming together and being involved in something that gives these girls something to look forward to, even if it's not something they choose to pursue after high school.
You can check out all of our WKTV sports segments on our YouTube channel, WKTV Videos. WKTV Sports is always looking for volunteers to join our team on air, behind the camera, and even ideas for future stories. If you're interested, please reach out to Ken Norris. For WKTV Sports, I'm Drew Dargavell.